There, I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce immediate and immediately. So this word, these words, immediate and immediately, have the stress on the second syllable, which means that the me syllable is long and has a clear vowel, and the other syllables will be shorter in length, and some of them will have reduced vowels. And so what I mean by clear and reduced vowels is that typically a clear vowel is how the vowel sounds in any word when it's stressed. So the letter E in this word says the me sound, and it's held for a longer time because it's stressed in that syllable. We do have another clear vowel at the end of immediately. We have another E sound. But you can hear how when I said immediately, I was stressing on the li, and that's not actually how we would say the word if we were using it in real connected speech. So I have the same sound. Here it's long, and here it's going to be shorter in duration. But both are clear. They're the E vowel. Whereas this first letter I and this letter A here are going to both be reduced vowels. So in the dictionary, you'll probably see them as an I and an which would be immediately. The way I will write them for you, however, is by switching those two. I'm going to say immediately. I think that's because we have, for our reduced vowels, we typically use either the sound or the I sound. Both of these can be clear vowels as well, but they are somewhat interchangeable when it comes to in an unstressed syllable. If I say immediately versus immediately, there's not a really big difference there. There is a difference if I say immediately or immediately, and I'm using a clear vowel, it's not going to sound correct. So what the most important piece is to have a very short vowel, and when it's reduced, all that means is that it's maybe a little less distinct. It's not a strong or a strong clear I. It's kind of an immediately. How that looks in terms of where the vowel is made. When I'm saying it or is, and I'm using this I as a clear vowel, I'm going to have my tongue high, I, and it's lax, and I'm making that sound. When I'm using the as in such or much, the clear stressed schwa, my tongue is central, also lax, so not high or low. So I like it and like fun. It is fun. Have very clear positions. The the short reduced schwa, is also in the similar position as it is for such. So for immediately, my tongue is more central than it is for the I. For the reduced vowel, I can be kind of anywhere in that range between I and and it's not an exact vowel. So it's very short in duration. It's somewhere in there. So this is something comes up in a lot of our Word of the Day videos just because we have so many unstressed syllables in words, and typically the reason I would write this as a schwa, even though in the dictionary it's really going to be an I immediately, that just has to do with the letter I we typically represent as I. I write it as because I know for a lot of people when the word starts with the letter I, or for example when the starts with letters like DE or RE, like in result or decision, if I write those as I or I, people will go a little too E-like. Like they might say result, decision, immediately. I think thinking of that as a lower, more schwa-like sound tends to help people pronounce it correctly. Immediately. And then for this one, immediately, in the dictionary again, you'll probably see immediately, but I don't think we go as low for that. I tend to say immediately because I'm up high for the D and the li. And also when you see the word it kind of helps you to know how to pronounce that syllable. So that's my explanation for why these don't match. and why I think that this spelling tends to help the most people with getting the sounds accurate in the word. So that's a lot of detail about what goes by quickly and is a rather unimportant part of the word. But if you're not quick and reduced on those unstressed syllables, you're going to sound the word won't sound correct. It'll sound not fluent. People will understand what you're saying, but if you're looking for the level of detail of having it flow in your speech and be part of an American accent, you really want to focus in on not only the clear vowels, but also those reduced vowels. So to practice the word immediate and immediately, I recommend starting on that stressed syllable me, because that'll help you get the rhythm and the clear vowel. So that would sound like mediate, immediate, or immediately, immediately. We do also have a clear vowel here with this E. So it's going back and forth with clear and reduced vowels. This one's long. These other two clear vowels are shorter and reduced. Once you can say immediate and immediately by themselves, do try practicing them in some short phrases, because it won't happen immediately that you can use these words fluently in your everyday speech. The change isn't immediate. It requires some practice. But once you have practiced them with some short phrases, it's more likely you'll be able to use the correct new pronunciation as you're speaking. If you only practice on the word when you go to talk, probably the old habits will come in. It's hard for you to focus on getting these sounds correct and flowing that into a sentence unless you've practiced that as well. Thank you for this request. If you have a request you'd like to see me cover in the Word of the Day series, feel free to leave that in the comments for this video or any of my videos. You can get more help for concepts like like clear and reduced vowels, vowel schwa, all of the different sounds of English in our Sounds of English course, as well as in our American Accent 6-week course. The Sounds of English course is more of a building block foundation so that you can understand all of the sounds, letters, spelling, and pronunciation for English. The goal there is that you can learn to read the symbols, use the dictionary, and be able to pronounce any word that you want fluently and easily in American English. So that Sounds of English course is on speechmodification.com on our courses page, and it's under $2 just to make it a really inexpensive, affordable resource for you. So I hope that you'll check that out. Our American Accent 6-week course goes into a little bit more detail on how to sound more fluent, looks at accent error patterns, teaches you how to practice, teaches you what to look for and what error patterns you may have in your speech based on your native language. And then it walks you through systematically building the skills to improve your pronunciation, and also, if your goal is to have an American accent, to learn how to achieve that goal as well. And that course is also under $2 per month. It's a subscription. We do also have free online courses that you can check out. If you don't have $2 a month to spend, check those out on speechmodification.com. I know that they'll help you. Thanks so much for being a part of class today, and I look forward to seeing you again in tomorrow's Word of the Day class, as well as on Friday in our live question and answer class. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.